My friends, they hate you. Most, if not all, politicians in South Africa absolutely hate you. Because while we are recording, there is a strike for nurses and who cares, people who want more money from the government. And this strike is literally killing people across this nation. They are attacking ambulances. They are attacking doctors wanting to come to work. This has been going on for a while. It's not the first strike in the country. It won't be the last strike about the country. But what we're going to talk about today, with Byron, of course, is the fact that no one is doing anything to stop the bullshit.
So there are a couple of news articles that have now arisen today, which is basically showing that in these areas where the nurses are striking, some of the strikes are turning violent. And in some instances, the reporters on the ground are asking them, do you give a flying shit whether people in your care die whilst you strike? And their categorical response is, no, we don't. Give us our moolah. As long as we get our moolah, who cares? And this is the state of the nation. Give me the money, we don't care. We've seen this now in KZN, where ambulances are being targeted by strikers. Ambulances are being set on fire. They're being stopped from going off to the emergency rooms and so forth. This is leading to loss of life of individuals. This isn't the way to make me give a shit about my fellow South Africans. This is the way for me to think, you all need to die in front of a firing squad. You don't get me to be sympathetic to your cause whilst you put others' lives at risk. You can't say to me, I want more money, be sympathetic to me, but I'm going to kill people in response. This is a distinctly EFF response. This is a distinctly People's War response. And this is a distinct response that's going to make most South Africans go, fuck off. Not, here, have a bailout.
Yeah, and here's the problem. So there are protesters in KZN. Protesters tried to remove a child from emergency care from an ambulance. They actually assaulted the paramedics who were transporting the child to the emergency room. They finally managed to get through, thankfully. We know this happens. Strike season is upon us. It happens all the time. There's nothing new under the sun about this. We are not tired of the evil, because we know that exists. We are tired of the fact that there is no good left, right? No one is doing anything. The ANC, we forget about them. They're not even worth speaking about in this regard. What are the DA doing about this? Right? They're tweeting about equal rights from the UN. They're asking for permission from the national government to devolve power in terms of trains to the Western Cape. They are condemning the strikers. Who cares? What are the DA doing to stop and solve this problem? What is Acc No doing? What is anyone in the coalition government doing to stop this? Nothing. They're not building militias. They're not paying security guards. They're not doing anything morally correct to stop the evil from perpetuating itself in South Africa. Nothing. And because they are not doing that, they cannot be classified as the good guys. It just doesn't work that way.
So all these political parties will turn around and say to you as a result, we don't have the mandate, we don't have the legal rights to do so. And they'd say, well, we're going through the legal processes to do it. And the only question I'd ask you, if that was the truth, how come Juju gets away with half the shit he does? He doesn't follow any of the fucking processes. He doesn't give a shit. He goes, I love South Africans. I've got this extreme version of things that will be done. And this is how we're doing it. If you don't like it, we'll burn down clicks. You might not agree with the evil man. He might be a dwarf that belongs in the sixth circle of hell. But at the end of the day, you got to admit the guy's patriotism towards his people has to be commendable. Why can't the DA do that? In Africa, all we do is we take. Everything's about me. This isn't what people fought for. This isn't the Africa that God must bless. This is the Africa that the devil farted out his backside last night whilst he had a vindaloo curry. This is not a good Africa. And this isn't the Africa that we should be encouraging.
There's that old saying that says, evil happens when good men do nothing. We know there are good men out there. We know that possibly the large majority of South Africans are good men and good people. But if you don't actually do anything to stop this evil, if you don't actually partake in ensuring evil cannot perpetuate itself, you are just complicit in it. It is as simple as that. The DA bang on about federalism and devolution. That will solve a large portion of the issues within the Western Cape. Where are the commissions to hammer out the details on devolution? Where are the foreign trade ministries going out across the world to find out how to create trade agreements with countries in the Western Cape? Where is any meaningful step happening to ensure that devolution actually happens? They're not there. Those steps don't exist. The DA is nowhere to be seen for its most critical issue, which is devolving power to the province so that it can protect the people of the Western Cape from evil. It is just not happening. So why are these people there? Where's Acc No? Where's the Freedom Front Plus? Nowhere. Everyone's just sitting in their arse in councils, getting paid to just talk shit all day. That's what it really feels like. And that is just complicity. Where's our Bukele? Where's our Donald Trump? Where's our Lee Kuan Yew? Where's our General Park? Where's our Paul Kagame? Someone who actually has the balls to say, I love my country, I'm going to fight for my country, and guess what? I'm going to stamp out the evil within my country. That's nowhere to be seen at any political party whatsoever.
South Africa is a land worth saving. Our people are great people. Our people are resourceful. We're a lovely country ruined by politicians who care more for themselves and the power that they feel that they can wield than the people that they are meant to govern.
It's a bit like The Dark Knight, the great Batman movie, right? Like, South Africa is Gotham City, but only the Joker is there. Where's our Batman? Where's the person who stands against the darkness? There is no one. And because there is no one, and maybe there'll be unlikely to be anyone, the morning shot recommendation, as always, is you be the Batman. You be the person who destroys evil. And you do that by making sure that you can afford to do it, by leveraging yourself, by going off the grid, by forming enclaves, by building strong communities. Because at the end of the day, strong men create good times. We're in the middle of bad times right now. And the only way good times can be created is if you are the one who is strong.